So as we move on, we get to SPS, the Self-Preservation Society. And what does it mean to preserve oneself? Let's start with the basics: food, shelter, and clothing. We'll start with the middle. We like the middle. We like staying in the middle. Look, we have to start making controlled environments and living in controlled environments instead of these generic log cabins you call a house. Why? When you go outside, you cannot control the feed to your senses, to your eyes, to your ears, to everything. You're at the mercy of whatever's out there. And once something goes in your eyes, you can't get it out of your brain. Once it goes in your ear, you can't get it out of your brain. Once you feel something, it's recorded for life. And you have no shields, no guards for this. Sunglasses does not do it. It keeps them from seeing inside your windows in your mind. It does not keep stuff from going in. Okay? Now, so in a controlled environment though, you control what you hear. You control what you're seeing. You control what you feel. You control everything, what you taste. See, you go outside, people are spreading mental illness and it's being shot from every direction, and it's like walking outside and getting shot by a machine gun. Okay? It's like going downtown and cannons are firing everywhere. You're not going to make it. They're going to hit you. It's like a war going on out there. WWX, Will War X. Everyone's trying to impose their will on you. And they're using signs, sounds, uh, uh, hard bodies, and everything that they see you're weak to get in your five senses, into your mind. Okay? The only way that you have control of that is when you're inside of a controlled environment. And these sliced up logs just don't do it. It has to be upgraded. These things are killing people. That's another note. For your mind safety, you have to build a better dwelling and live in a better place. For your health reasons, you have to build a better dwelling and live in a better dwelling. Do you understand that when you come outside, you can't control the germs? It's a war going out there, and germs are hitting you from every direction. Once you step out of your environment, you're at the mercy of germs that may be everywhere. Inside of a controlled environment, germs can't get in. There's safeguards to keep them from getting in, steps to you getting in that prevent them from getting all the way in. Like the purpose of a porch, people think it's to sit there. Purpose of a porch is when you open your first door, and if a fly does follow you, that's about as far as he gets. He doesn't get directly into the house. Okay? And that's how it works. The more steps you have to go through to get in, the less chances of anything being brought in with you. All the way down till you see them removing their clothing and putting on special clothing for inside, and removing outside clothing and leaving it in a semi outside space. Not in the weather, not exposure to insects and germs inside, but not directly inside where the inhabitants are. You can't control the feed to your brain. You can't control the germs. You cannot control the amount of pollution outside. When you go outside, you are breathing bad air and it is killing you. Inside, you can control the pollution. You cannot create it inside and block it from coming inside with filters. Same way with the water that you drink out in the public, or the water that runs through public, the present day plumbing system. It's not clean. Once it touches the pipes, it's not clean. Another thing about water, spring water. Look, I was raised in a country that spring water, we pee in that water. We swim in that water. There are fish in that water. It still has to be filtered. Spring water is not clean. You think, oh, spring water is clean. What makes spring water clean? Why do they say city water is dirty? I'm telling you, it touches the pipes. All water comes from where water comes from. It has dirt and debris in it. Okay, the ditch banks and sides of the rivers are made out of dirt, and there's fish and sea life in it. So they filtered the water, making you think it's some water somewhere, fountain of youth flowing, that there is pure crystal clean water that's never been touched by anything. That is not the nature of water. Water does not come pure clean like that anywhere. You have to clean the water to make it more suitable to you. And it has to be cleaned more now as time go on. Maybe time ago, life, sea life had not spread to every part of water, just like we had not spread to every part of land. That was a long time ago. There's life and germs in every water now. None of it's clean. Those with the best cleaning process are providing you with the best water. Okay? And your double protection is for no matter what. If you buy bottled water, put it in a water filter bottle. Put whole house water filters on your dwelling, or it should come with water filters. There should be water filters on the shower and every nozzle in your house. If that dispenses water, there should be a separate filter after the whole house filter. And there should be city filters, neighborhood filters, state filters. Everything has to be upgraded. Do not buy an air conditioner unit does not have a filtration unit attached to it. I'm not talking about a little thin piece of paper filter that catches dust. An air filtration unit catches more than dust. Okay, you have to check it out. It's made to turn bad air into clean air. Just like a water filtration system is not just a charcoal filter. Okay, it's made to turn dirty water into clean water. These not even log cabins, these board cabins are not up to par. They're smothering the earth and the land. They're sitting directly on the ground, which means nothing can grow right there or near there. The planet rejects these dwellings. It pushes them. What you call house settling, it cracks. You put cement down, the planet breaks it apart and removes it. It it warps your house, and eventually your fence falls down, and your house, the planet heals itself, and it'll remove your whole house. It'll break your foundation. The whole house will fall down if you just leave it sitting there the way you built it. It will fall down, and the lumber will turn back into the earth. We've engineered new dwellings with all of this stuff incorporated. We want to say no more because people who presently make dwellings are going to try to copycat, imitate, shortstop, compete, or whatever. The only thing they're going to do is give you some substandard idea of what we've been working on for 30, 40 years. You know, think about it for 2 or 3 years because they don't want to lose that money. They're like other people who sell you food that is killing you and don't care. They're just out to make money. They have a money mental illness, gold worship. It's called by many names. And they don't care what they do. It's like a drug. Who they step on, who they hurt, they have to get the drug. I can't give any more details for that reason. I'm showing them, it shows them how to redesign their dwellings. That's not the goal here. The goal is for me to think of a better mousetrap, sell it to those who need a better mousetrap to make my world better, starting from where I stand at on out. And if other people benefit from it because I'm steady expanding to make the world better, cool. But the goal is to make my life better, just like your goal should be. So forget the fairy tales, about out to help everyone. Helping everyone is a byproduct of helping yourself. You're going to keep finding out there's nowhere to make the air just fresh around you. You got to join the fight to clean up the air. Okay? But there's no such thing as impossible. But that's another area I can't talk about because it'll be reaching in my own pockets. So, if you see me selling it, I'm not selling it to, to get your money. To me, money is just a pile of paper. Has no value, has no meaning except what you convince the people, what you convince a person to think about that pile of paper. In different lands, piles of paper mean different. Here, writing paper and all kinds of paper mean nothing. In small third world countries, that paper is just as more valuable than your money. And then there's the ink that goes on the paper. This changes the value of the paper. Red money is no good over here. Green money is almost no good over there. You have to change your green money into red money and change the red money into green money. You understand why it can't really exist if they can just change it at will? It's not an is. If it's at the mercy of a person or the opinion, is it stay constant no matter what people do. Okay, we can affect the course of an is. We can roll a rock. We can crack a rock in half. But we can't. It still be a rock, just cracked in half. Doesn't change into something else because we hit it with a pick. That's is a rock. Is most more likely was here before you came and will be here after you're gone. If it doesn't fit in that category, it really isn't an is. Okay. If it'll turn to dust and be gathered back by the planet, it's not an is. Okay. A dead tree is not an is. A living tree is a is. A dead tree will be recycled back into this world. So you gotta understand this world's one living organism and you are a part of that organism. Okay? You are still you. You are a complete organism unto yourself. It is an organism of organisms. Just like you are organism of organs. Okay? Well, this planet is just alive just like you. It has everything you have. It has a mind. Water is its blood. It breathes. It's alive just like you. The tree is alive just like you. Sap is its blood. It breathes. It's just like you. It even has an intelligence that you can't perceive. The intelligence that tells it reach toward the sun, absorb water, reach toward water. See, if it didn't have any intelligence, water it would be at the mercy of whatever water hit it, whatever sun hit it. But it consciously reaches toward the water and reaches toward the sun. That is a sign of conscious movement. Okay? A fire hydrant does not reach toward the water or reach toward the sun. It is unconscious. It is dead. A tree is not. A board does not seek out water, nor does it seek out sunlight. It is dead. So building these things you're building is replacing living trees with dead trees. That is unhealthy to replace your oxygen producing the main source of oxygen with something that doesn't produce oxygen but consumes oxygen. What do I mean? You kill all the trees, make them boards, and you stack them so close together no air can get in And then you start putting devices inside that use air, that have fans inside of them that burn oxygen. So get sane. Get sane. What do I mean? If you want fresh air, you stop polluting it. If you want fresh water, you stop polluting it. Okay? Same way with size, save yourself. If everyone saves themselves, the whole world will be saved. If every person stopped polluting, the pollution will stop. So just worry about your part. You can't make the air fresh around you, but doing your part gets everything done. So there you have it. Things have to be fixed. And you're gonna have to pay for these things. You pay for them now. You pay rent, you pay for power, you pay jewelry, entertainment, all these things you can pay to save your own life. You can save the life of your other parts, your family. What is good money good for if you're dead? Buying things that'll kill you and then refusing to buy things that will help you. I told you, I don't really even, I'm not even with the concept of money. It has been placed in for me. These things cost. It costs to do these things. All these things that we're doing, fixing and stuff, they made it where they wanted paper for their services and their materials that they had. And that I didn't set it up, the world like this. It was set up like this. You have to get your spending habits in order. Buying life insurance in case you might die and something may happen to you, you need to put that money into your life. Paying monthly for your death or for your injury when you need to be using that money to prevent your death and prevent your injury. I'm not charging you. I'm passing the cost on to you. They're going to save you out of my pocket. That's not selfish. That's not self-preservation. The most I can do is the golden rule, supersized. I can provide for you that I wish someone would have provided for me, including opportunities, resources, and materials. I'm not going to get into technicalities about concepts of free and pay. I'm dealing with what is. If we ever get back to a free system, cool. But right now we're in a pay system. We're in a monetary system. I'm trying to get outside of it. This is my ticket. I'm not going to ask you to do anything for free because of that. Please don't ask me. And please don't come to me with your personal problems saying you're the only one that understands. I cannot help people on a one-on-one basis. There are billions of people who need help. It has to be done massively. Stopping to spend 2 hours on one person is 2 hours robbed from several billion. Do you really think you're one life or you are so important that the rest of the people should just die or take their chances while you get help? I can understand you don't care because that's the nature of selfishness. But I'm telling you, don't. I don't want to offend you. So don't approach me on a personal basis when you see me in a grocery store in passing and go to telling me about your nephew's problem and asking me what I think you should do. Find the proper note. Buy the 2020 report. Order help from the companies and enterprises we've set up for that. Okay? You need to go to the SOA. Their job is to help you. You need to join the SBS. where you can learn. Your job is to help you and get the materials for doing that and resources, because everything around you is traditionally old and the same and hasn't changed much in hundreds of years. And it's like progress is killing us instead of giving us longevity. That fact has to be changed. This has been a message from the Self Preservation Society. Sigh, save yourself. If everyone saves himself, the whole world will be saved.